Morning. Today I'm going to be doing a product review of the Singer Brilliance sewing machine. That's my sewing machine, and I love it. It's very user friendly. It's so easy to use, and I can't really sing its praises highly enough. It really does live up to its name. So we're going to start with the controls here. Now, these are all your stitches and they've all got numbers on them. So you choose your stitch. We're going to choose, we'll go for 41. So all you do to get to 41, and that's on 41. So you have your straight stitches here. You've got your zigzags. This one's very good for doing stretch fabrics, I make tutus and I have an elastic waistband, so when I sew the fabric onto the waistband, this is a good one because it allows the material to stay firm, but also the stitches are allowed to stretch a little bit as well. You have some things that are good for edging collars with. You've got your overlock stitches here and then loads of embroidery stitches. Plus you've got one for sewing a button on and making your buttonholes themselves. This bit here is for when you lengthen your stitches. So to make them longer, you press up. To make them shorter, you press down. This one is the width of the stitch, I guess, or the space in between the stitches. Like for your zigzag, it'll make it closer together. To shorten the distance between the stitches, it's this one. To make them wider, it's this one. It is that simple. So I would show you how to thread it, but I can't do it one-handed. So I will show you where you thread it. You have, at the back, you have this little lever where you place your thread. And that just goes down there. And as you can see, the thread comes into this bit here. You go, bring it down here, you wind it up this bit, and there's a little, let's see if I can bring it up a bit, there you go. There is a little thing, that little hook that you've got to catch it on, and then bring the thread back down here. You then pull the thread into this bit here, and then it's just a case of threading the needle. But this machine makes it very easy for you. It's actually self-threading in a way. So you have this little lever here, and you pull this down, and then you turn it, and there's a hook that goes through the eye of the needle. So you bring your thread over this bit, you pull your thread over this side, you hook it onto the hook, and then you pull the lever back that way, which will leave a loop of your cotton here, which all you need to do is just pull until the other end is out, and then you can slip your cotton through this bit here, and it's done. So, doing the bobbin. Now I will try and show you how to do that, but it'll be in a couple of parts. I'm not going to be able to show you exactly how to put it in because one-handed it just can't be done. This bit here pulls away. Again, I can't show you exactly how easy it is because one-handed, so I've left it like that, but it pulls out. It's got two little holes that you push that in and it pulls out like that. Now what's really nice about this is there is a hidden cupboard. So this bit opens up and you can keep things like your bobbins, your needles. There's a little brush in there that it comes with to dust inside the machine and around it for the lint that gathers inside sometimes. So that is your little secret cupboard. That is really handy. This bit here is where your bobbin is kept. Pull that down, and inside there is the bobbin case. So to get it out, you need to pull that lever and pull. simple. So I will show you. The bobbin goes inside there, and there is a little bit here that you need to catch it in, and the thread comes out there. So I will do that and I will be back in a moment. So the next bit is to place the bobbin inside, which is just easy. Again, you pull that lever, you've got the little arm at the top, and there's a hole, a little hole there that it needs to slot into. You slot that in there, put the lever down, make sure the thread's this side. Now threading the, getting the bobbin thread through there, it's really, really simple. Ideally you will hold on to the thread there, but I can't do that right now. So I will take this very slowly. So you lower your needle, which will take some of the thread down. Let's see what's going on there. And keep turning the needle wheel, and you will begin to see the thread from your needle coming round. Right, then what you do is you take hold of the end of your needle thread and gently pull up. Just, there we go. So you can start to see that it is coming up through there. So then you need to grab something. There we are, there's my little thingies. So that you can catch hold of the thread and pull it through. And it's that simple. That is your machine now threaded. So you push those to the back. And in here, obviously, this is where your lint collects, so I need to dust in there because it's got quite dusty in there. Close that. You can then leave it like this, because there's a nice gap underneath for doing things like the inside neckline of a t-shirt or something, or sleeves. So you place the fabric around there, so the bottom's in there and this bit's inside, and that'll just, you can slowly bring the fabric round as you're sewing. You can put this back on like that, or there is something else that you can use, which is this little table. So it's an extension, and you have this little foot here, so that keeps it nice and secure, and that slots in there, and it's an extension of your work surface for doing larger items, and it's brilliant. So the other thing that I should tell you about the needles, to get the needle in and out, you need to undo this screw bit here, and you have this little tool that slots in there like that, and then you turn it. I believe it's coming forwards to undo and backwards to tighten it up. And it's that simple. And you just bring your needle out from there, or push it back in, do your threading, and it's all good. Do not lose this tool. You could probably do it with a screwdriver if you do, but this tool is essential because you cannot undo this screw with just your fingers. Do not lose this. So the next thing that we need to talk about is what this machine comes with, and that's there's quite a few little bits and pieces. So you have different feet here, and they hook on right there. That's your sewing foot there. But you have lots of different ones. Now, an experienced seamstress would be able to tell you what each and every one of these are. I am not an experienced seamstress. I know that one. That one's just a general foot that you use for pretty much everything. But these all have a purpose. Now, my mum told me what that purpose was, but I've forgotten. Now I think one of them is for doing rolled hems. It might be that one. I'm not really sure. It could be this one. One of them I think is for doing something like denim, or I don't know. But I do know what this one is. And this one I think is clever, but I haven't used it yet because I'm not brave enough. This one is for doing your buttonholes. So you will use 74 to 79 with this one. And what you do is you place the button that you're going to use for your item of clothing in this bit here, and this little gauge will tell the machine when it is attached, when this foot is attached to it, how big a button you are using. And it's very clever. So it will do the buttonhole to the size of the button that you have in this foot. I don't know how it says this, but there's something quite clever behind it. But it will do what you need it to. And any size button, as long as you put it in this gauge, it will do it to the correct size of what you're using. But again, I haven't been brave enough to do that yet. There is also one there, 73. That is for sewing your buttons on. I don't know if this is the foot you would use, not really sure. But that's one of the feet that you have there. The rest of them, like I said, I have no idea what it's for. But you have your little lint brush for cleaning. And it also comes with some needles. There's a little tool here as well. I'm not really sure what that's for. However, it will tell me in your manual, which is in German and it is in English as well. So the English is halfway through the book. So there is your contents, and it will tell you absolutely everything you need to know. So at some point when I am going to be doing these things and using these different feet, I will have to have a look in my manual. But it gives you some diagrams, and it's a pedal sewing machine. Now I prefer those. I really do prefer those. My mum has one where you just push a button, and I can't get on with them. I prefer to have a pedal. I find it easier to control that way. So you have all the diagrams for what you will need to do. It shows you how to thread your bobbin. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't tell you. So when you are going to be threading your bobbin, you bring your cotton up here, past this little bit here, and along here. Your bobbin, sorry, I have one somewhere, let's have a look. There we go. Your bobbin slots on there. And then, have I got it the right way round? I have not. Okay. So, you put your thread through one of the holes. Now this is a plastic one. I have a lot of metal ones and they have loads of holes. So you put your thread through there, you push that way, which means that the machine is automatically going to thread your bobbin for you. You push on your pedal, but you must remember to hold the thread, preferably this side. So you hold your thread, and then it starts to spin the bobbin, and you can do that. Once you're done, do that, cut your thread, take the bobbin off. Then you rethread your machine and you're good to go. So in here it shows you exactly how to do that. It shows you how to thread your needle and about the hook that I was telling you about. It tells you everything you need to know. And all about that. There's the overlocking foot. So it's pretty straightforward. So that is the product review of the Singer Brilliance. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was informative. Thank you. Bye.